If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out.
I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back? You see Ben back? Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben 10. I'll double it for him. Fuck he talk about, do that bitch, Ben. Nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if you back. Let's get a while.
Bus Rose Prezi looking like a crackhead. I'm the same nigga used to be a crackhead. I ain't never went no T and tapped in. Nigga try to play me, then we gotta tap in.
Again, that was being robbed or assaulted, and I guess you would consider it a robbery as physically as they were being with this guy. Once he finally presented the weapon and started shooting, he fled on foot, and we don't know where he went from that time. We don't know if he got in a car, don't know where he went. So, like I said, a lot of stuff is going on right now, a lot of moving parts. I'm trying to figure out who that was.
So the robbery victim is also the gunman?
Yes.
So you say he's pretty badly beaten?
Well, it appears that he was being beat up severely, but he was able to get to his weapon and start firing at everyone. Ended up striking 2 people.
You know the club checks for weapons or metal detectors? Or
I don't know that. Yep. Y'all would have to ask the store or the club owners that stuff.
Any previous
don't know.
Shootings here?
I don't. Not that I know of, but again, I mean, I'm not sure about that. I haven't worked one here.
Did the patrons of the restaurant remain on the scene, or they all fled too?
Some did. Some folks stuck around. Some folks fled. We had a handful of folks who were trying to. But again, the most people that are being most cooperative right now are the actual owners of the club and the people that work there.
And this happened inside the club?
Everything happened inside the club. Yep. One of our victims that was shot in the legs actually ran out of the club and was found in the parking garage. That's where we found him at, but he was running, trying to get away.
Honor of my nigga Ben 10, since he wanted to play when I was getting me some food, we made a dance for him. Now the best way this dance can work, if a nigga shoot your dumb ass like 4 or 5 times before you fall. But if you don't got nobody to do that for you, just lay down smooth like this, right? Lay your bitch ass down and point them toes up, right? You spread a little bit, nigga done spanked you. And you just jump a little bit. Do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT, do the BNT. And there y'all go. BN10 challenge, man. Hey, the best BN10 challenge, man. Fuck it. $20,000 BN10 challenge. Best BN10 challenge, man, that go viral. Fuck with me. Let's get it what?
It is being reported that AllStar JR has been arrested by the feds while on his way to do a Vlad TV interview. According to the reports that I hit in the internet, they are saying that as soon as he got off the plane, the feds was right there like, hey, look, we need to holler at you. Put your hands behind your back. You under arrest for felon in possession of a firearm. Cold-blooded demonstration. And look, this is the crazy part about all this, right? Because here it is, AllStar JR, he thought he was scot-free. He thought he ain't had nothing to worry about. Being that he got the self-defense claim down there in Houston, he's thinking that, hey man, I'm cool, man. I didn't have no gun or nothing like that. But it don't work like that in the feds. The feds don't care about none of that. That's why I be trying to get people to understand that the feds do things totally different from what the state do. You see? Now, as we can see, it's clear and present that Houston, the state of Texas, the city of Houston, did not want to charge him, right? But the feds said, hold on, wait, like, we understand y'all don't want to charge him. But this boy right here is a felon. And he shot somebody with a gun, and he bragging about it on the internet. We gotta have him. Come here. And the cold-blooded part about it, it appears that according to the complaint, it appears that the feds understand that he didn't even possess the gun. And what I mean by that is that he did not walk into the restaurant with a gun on his hip, in his pocket, in a holster, nothing. The feds understand that the gun fell on the floor. This is according to the reports. They are saying that the feds understand that the gun fell on the floor and he grabbed the gun and defended himself. But that doesn't matter to the feds. If you a felon and somebody drop a gun, you supposed to run away from that joint like, ah. You see, if somebody drop a gun or bring a gun around you, by you being a felon, you got to get out of what's that? I got to go. Right? Regardless of what you're going through, regardless of somebody trying to rob you or whatever the case may be, and you grab the gun and you got these guys up off you, nah, they don't care about that. You see, they didn't charge him with attempted murder, or they didn't charge him with, assault, according to what I'm reading right now, right? That he hasn't been charged with, shooting Ben 10 or shooting dead end run. He ain't been charged with that. Felon in possession. That's what they want. Now, according to reports, this is what they saying. I mean, like, we getting new information. This is what they saying. They saying that he went to the restaurant, confessions. They saying that a group of men approached him. So that goes to tell us right then and there that, Jay Prince, you sent them boys on a mission. You see what I'm saying? Them boys, Ben 10, Dead End Run, ain't got nothing to do with what AllStar JR got going on with you and him and his child's mother and your new girlfriend. They ain't got nothing to do with that. But all of a sudden, Jay Prince Jr. pops up on the scene. Now everybody that was at a birthday party is going over here to AllStar JR. And so when they approached him, according to the complaint, they saying that they got to fighting. They beating AllStar. They start grabbing that AllStar chain in his watch. During the fight, somehow, a gun fell. And when that gun fell, JR grabbed that gun and started shooting indiscriminately. He's shooting at everybody. Shot Dead End Run. Shot the first time he shot Ben 10, they say Ben 10 dropped to the ground instantly, right? Wasn't no trying to get up or nothing like that. Some people get shot, they try to get away from the person that's shooting them. Nah. Ben 10 dropped instantly and didn't move. And I believe that that's where, it's coming where they talking about he's paralyzed and stuff like that, because they even disclosed where Ben 10 got shot at. In the neck. Amongst other places, right? But in the neck for sure, according to the complaint that I'm reading, right? They said that he got shot in the neck. Now, after the shooting, right? After Ben 10 fell, AllStar JR gets up. He starts shooting at other people's. He chasing people's with the gun. Comes back to Ben 10 while Ben 10 is laying on the ground. Stands over him. Shoots him again. Boom. Leaves, come back, tries to shoot Ben 10 again with the gun. He had a bullet. So you know what he did? Slapped him with the pistol and then spit on him. This according to the reports. Now that's a cold-blooded demonstration. He was trying to kill that boy. You see, he laying there helpless. Like, look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to show y'all a small portion of a video where you can just see Ben 10 just like, you see his legs and stuff like that, and you hear somebody saying like, what the, you see his legs and there's no movement. He's just laying there. And there's a picture. They said that the whole thing is on video. The video that we have, they said, no, they got a better video. I'm working on trying to get that. But I do have a picture. And in this picture, I can't show on here because this picture you see, according to, the reports, right? You see AllStar JR standing over Ben 10. And you see the muzzle flash from the gun as Ben 10 is just laying there. Like, you know, if somebody's standing over you and you got your faculties, you're going to try to, hey, hold on. You know, you're going to try to block him. Ben 10 just laying there. Ain't doing nothing. I don't know if he was knocked out when he got shot in the neck. I don't know what, but he was just laying there. And you see JR in this picture. You see JR aiming dead at him like he trying to shoot him in the head. He close range. You see? So, man, look, hey, we got him doing that. According to the reports, they got him doing that, you know, shooting him, standing over him, and then leaving, and then coming back, trying to shoot him again. There's no bullets left, so he slapped him with the pistol and spit on the man. Cold-blooded demonstration. Now, if you want to see that picture, right, because I can't show that on my channel. I can't show somebody standing over somebody that has already been shot, shooting them again. I can't do that. They're demonetized and all type of other stuff, and I ain't got time for all that. So if you want to check that picture out, if you ain't seen it nowhere else, if you want to check it out, click the link that's going to be pinned at the top of the comment section. That link right there will send you over there to my other channel. Get you a membership over there, and then you can look at that and other content that I got over there. Now, they are using every single last video that he has put out, you know, instigating the situation, bragging about the situation, talking about the situation, and, you know, claiming what he did. Claiming that he had a gun, claiming that he stood over peoples and all this old type of stuff. They finna use all that evidence that he put on the internet against him to prove that he was a felon in possession of a firearm. Cold-blooded demonstration. I'm talking about, man, it don't get no worse than this right here, because here it is. You think to yourself, hey, I'm defending myself. Some guys tried to do this, that, and the other, but I got up out of it. The feds don't care about that. And then allow me to be truthful with y'all though. I got to be 100. I don't see how Houston, Texas. I'm surprised that they ain't charged him, because they said in the complaint that people were running away and he was shooting at them as they was running away. That is not self-defense. You can't shoot at somebody that's fleeing the scene. I don't care what they done did to you. If they running, you cannot shoot them. That is not self-defense. And for him to stand over Ben 10, that is not self-defense. You see, if you standing over somebody and you shooting them and they defeated already, they are not moving and not doing anything, what are you defending yourself from? You see? And then while the man laying there, you slap him with the pistol and spit on him. That's not self-defense. You see, but look, those charges right there might come later on. You know, being that the feds done put their hands in the business, being that the feds done grabbed him, now the state might say, hey, look, once you get done doing that federal time, we need some up out you over here too, because that right there ain't self-defense. But you know, this is Houston, Texas though. You know, Texas, they do things different down there. They real strict on protecting property and land and stuff like that down there. So Texas, you be kind of like, you know, hey, look, nah, y'all shouldn't be doing it. Y'all trying to rob somebody. Y'all got shot up. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, that's right there, fair game. Y'all shouldn't have tried to rob. You know, Texas kind of roll like that. You know what I mean? Because they strict on Wild Wild West type demonstration. So, but yet and still, he still can face the possibility, because from what they saying, from what they got on video, he don't have a self-defense claim. Hell no. Ain't nothing self-defense about that. Before I depart, allow me to say this right here, especially to you brothers, you know, in this rap industry. Man, listen, whatever happened in your personal life, especially a crime, it don't deserve to be on the internet. Like, you shouldn't be on the internet bragging about what you did to somebody. You know, you shouldn't be on the internet instigating a situation where, you know, you came out on top and you haven't been charged or anything like that. You see, because that instigation that he was doing, all that talking he was doing on the internet, now all that's going to be used against him. And that could have been what sparked the interest of the feds, because the feds probably like, damn, dog, like, you sitting up here, you bragging about this stuff? You bragging about you shot somebody and you know you a felon and you shouldn't even be in possession of a gun? You shouldn't even be around a gun? You can't even be around bullets. and you on the internet bragging about you shot somebody, going back and forth talking about what you done did to people. You see, the feds probably looked at like, damn, you just gonna slap us in the face and act like we don't even exist, like we don't care. This is what the feds is thinking. Look, we don't care if you got a self-defense. We don't care if somebody was trying to rob you, kill you, whatever. You had a gun. And now we can lock your ass up. You see? So look, understand that. I mean, because we learning. A lot of us is learning right now that look, it doesn't matter what you going through. A person that has got a felon on their record cannot be around a gun, period. Unless it is your security, or it's a police officer, or a security officer, or something like that. That's the only way. Or, you know, like, for an example, let's say if you live in a house with somebody, the gun got to be tucked away, hidden. You ain't supposed to know where it's at. It's supposed to be locked up and all that old type of stuff. You see? Them are the only ways according to what I know. If y'all know other ways, get in the comments and share with us so we can learn as well. But as of right now, when the feds catch you on a pistol case, it can go two ways. Some people get 5 to 10 years. Some people get 15 to 25 years. You see what I'm saying? And the only reason why I believe that this case right here is a federal case is because the gun that he had, the gun that they caught, because they got the gun. I think it was a Glock, you know, a Glock 43 or something like that, a Glock something, but it was a Glock. The feds have the gun. When they run those serial numbers, and if that gun came from anywhere other than Houston or Texas, that's how the feds got involved. Because the feds are going to say, hey, this gun right here is registered to Minnesota. So you mean to tell me that you traveled all the way from Minnesota all the way down to Texas with this handgun? So what you're doing is you taking an illegal firearm across state lines that you ain't even supposed to have. And that's why the feds get involved, because sometimes, you know, people, felons in possession, they get caught with a gun and stuff like that, and the feds don't come, and people don't understand why. The reason why the feds don't come is because that gun is registered in that state, so they can't come. That's when the state take over and say you're a felon in possession. But when that gun is from somewhere else, if you get caught in your state with a gun, if you in Detroit right now and you a felon, and you get caught with a gun from Chicago, anywhere other than Michigan, the feds can come and pick up that case. And I believe that's what's happening right now. So, to all you classic brothers, to all you young rappers, you know, brothers and sisters, hey, look, we learning. We learning a lot from this demonstration right here. Just because you got a self-defense case, just because you was defending your rights, the feds don't give a damn about none of that. And they gonna try to lock your ass up. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.